FM. We're also streaming from that SuperTalk Mississippi app and your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station. You can watch us too. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. And there are so many good things that are happening on our main streets and downtowns across the Magnolia State. So today we get to highlight what's happening downtown this weekend. It is brought to you by the Mississippi Main Street Association. Now don't you forget, you can always go to msmainstreet.com/calendar to get more information on upcoming events. But this weekend, Amory, you guys have a neat event happening in your downtown, and Miss Lindsay joins us to tell us more. Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. I have to admit, when I first read the event, I thought, man, this reads like an emergency. Bulls on Main Street. more than an event. And I thought, wow, this has to be unique to Amory and has to be something special. So tell us about the Bulls that will be on Main.
Yeah, so this is going to be the second year that we're having this event. It's actually put on by some of our board members, Michael Cole and Michael Harlow. It is literally a rodeo in downtown Amory. So what they do is they come and they turn one of our parking lots into a rodeo arena. And this year we're doing it for 2 nights. It was so big last year that they decided to split it up. So there's going to be some professional bull riding. We'll have vendors and food trucks. There'll be live music and entertainment. And we'll also have kid-friendly activities. The gates will open at 4 o'clock. We'll have mutton busting, a mechanical bull, just a lot of fun happening that day, for those 2 days.
When your board members who had this idea, Lindsay, came to the rest of the group and says, hey, we have a fun event we would like to run by you guys. Why don't we take one of our parking lots and turn it into a full-blown rodeo? Was everybody on board with this, or did it take a minute to kind of think this through? Because it sounds like a lot of fun, but also sounds, a little bit unique to a downtown area.
Yeah, we were a little perplexed at first, how were we going to do this? And Michael Harlow, said, look, I've got it. I'll take care of everything. We'll bring in the dirt. We'll make sure that it's cleaned whenever we're finished. And the city was on board with it, and we just joined right in as Amory Main Street. And so this year we're partnering with them. And we're having more vendors. We're adding more to it. So we're making it a much bigger event this year than what we had in last year. So we're all really excited.
Well, I think it's a lot of fun. It's definitely unique. You'll get people talking. This would be one of those events, Lindsay, I would assume that people listening to Good Things, if they haven't visited Amory in a while, this is going to be one they're going to come out for, right? They're going to drive a little distance to kind of see what's happening there on your main street. So if you have someone coming that hadn't, visited in a while, are there tips and tricks on like where to park or what to expect or how to find you guys?
Well, literally, you come to downtown Amory, and you'll probably see signs. You'll see people walking. Our downtown is not very big. It consists of about 3 blocks, so it's not hard to find. And we'll have all of our restaurants down here open. They'll probably have live bands going on as well. So it'll just be fun for everybody.
What time does it kick off?
So the gates open at 4 o'clock. They're going to be, like I said, there's a kids zone, there's pony rides, there's mutton busting starting at 5:30. The bulls buck at 7 o'clock, and then there's live music after that.
How many rides will you all have, Lindsay? Or is it kind of like Last Man Standing? Or that sounds terrible with the bull ride, but is it a competition?
Yes, it is a competition. I believe that the bull riders will advance into a different rodeo from there. I believe there is money to be won as well. So, these are professional bull riders, and it's put on with Buckshot Studios or Buck Wild Bucking Stock. And so it's some professional guys out there. The clowns are fun. Even the announcer has a lot of fun with it.
Well, I think it's definitely unique. I can see why it caught on. I feel like this is going to be something unique to Amory and your Main Street for years to come. If people want more information, Lindsay, where do they go?
They can go to our Facebook page at Amory Main Street, or they can go to Bulls on Main -Amory Facebook page. You can't miss it. It's all over Amory right now.
I bet it is. Well, good luck to you guys. I hope it's a great event. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I appreciate your time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All righty, there you go. Who knew that bull riding would be coming to a main street near you? But that's the most Mississippi thing I've ever heard, and it's going to be a lot of fun too. But maybe if that's not your jam or you won't be around there, you want something a little bit less intense, you've got downtown historic Aberdeen. They're going to be putting on their art walk, a little less intense than a rodeo, but they're going to have the opportunity for you to meet and greet some of the artists. They're going to have a walking tour to view downtown murals, which I love seeing all of our downtowns put up more art in that way. This is happening Saturday, June the 14th. They are kicking that off at 9:30 a.m. There on their Main Street, and so you'll be able to get out and stretch your legs and get some good sunshine too and some art in that way. No bulls around there. There at Liberty too, you got the Liberty Farmers Market. You guys are opening that up this weekend, or having it again this weekend, should I say. It's on Clinic Drive in Liberty, Mississippi. It's in the grass lawn by the Little Red Schoolhouse. I love that. So if you're in that area and you know where the Little Red Schoolhouse is, those are the best Mississippi directions that I have ever heard of. And it is brought to you by their Liberty Main Street. I know well as many communities will have their farmers markets up and going this weekend. It'll be a good opportunity for you to get out, maybe stretch your legs, get something good for Dad to cook on. I guess you'll make Dad cook maybe on the back porch for Father's Day this upcoming weekend, or not, or maybe you can cook it for him. But get out and supporting those as well. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, you can always go to your msmainstreet.com/calendar to find events that are close to you. There's more now that it's the summertime and the weather is permitting for folks to be out a little bit later. You've got a lot of opportunities too to catch some great music on squares. You've got sunset. You might sweat just a little bit on the square in Hernando. Their Main Street is putting that on as well. You've got events coming up the 12th, June the 19th, as well as the 26th. All kinds of bands that are happening. That happens on Thursday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. Good opportunity to get out, to use your blanket and listen to some good tunes. Sounds of the Summer is also something that's kicking up too on main streets everywhere, where you get the opportunity to hear good music. This is happening in Columbus, coming up again June the 12th, which is coming up tomorrow. You got Carl and the Road Dogs. And then again, you've got June the 26th, as well as Thursday, July the 10th. So again, lots of good stuff happening on main streets across Mississippi. If you want more information on an event near you, go to msmainstreet.com/calendar. Okay, Rhino, I feel like we're left out. I feel like more people need to have bulls on Main across the state. I think it would be a lot of fun. You know what, though? Maybe they take each section of the major rodeo, and then not all at the same time because you want to go, but one Main Street do barrel racing. Well, that'd be really hard in you downtown. But so would the bull riding. So I feel like the other could do one of the other events, and we could just kind of have these mini rodeos throughout. But to me, the Bulls on Main there in Amory is just as unique as Brandon having the skateboarding, the national skateboarding kind of thing happening in their downtown. It's just not what you would connect with a downtown
But it's
event.
kind of the perfect opportunity to showcase a downtown, especially, and I don't mean this mean, but like a small town downtown, where you bring in more of a niche sporting event, one that has maybe widespread appeal, but it's still not one of the big sports like football or baseball or basketball or something like that. But you have sporting like bull riding, like skateboarding, like all these other, like the archery has become pretty niche, where if you had a nationwide archery competition show up and take place in your small town, in your downtown, that would be a great way to showcase what you have going on downtown and give you something to advertise and sell for people, to give them a reason to come downtown to experience it.
I guarantee you folks who don't normally think of Amory on a weekend are going to drive out and eat a burger, grab some gas, do all the things, and check out the rodeo that they're putting on this weekend, or Bulls on Main. Real talk though, like when I read it, I thought this sounds like an emergency. Is it Blues on Main? Did they mistype it? I was like, Bulls. They're just running to the Bulls there in Amory. Not quite. A little safer than that. But again, always go to msmainstreet.com/calendar for events close to you. But stick with us. We got good for you coming